Good morning, or afternoon or evening, depending on when you're watching this. Welcome back to the Bordogni vocalises. This is from Melodious Etudes for Trumpet. This is number 10. Now, up to this point, I've been just kind of reading through these, and I think that's probably evident. But there comes a time when we need to practice. I think I'm probably going to need to practice this one a little bit. What does that mean? It means that maybe there are enough layers of technical difficulty that some things need some refinement. They need some work in order to be not distracting for the listener. So I'm going to play some of this, and then I may stop. We'll see how far I get. There are a lot of issues, but one of the things you want to notice here is, remember, these are singing exercises, if you will. They're melodies that are designed to challenge singers in certain ways. In this one, there's a problem of speed and agility with the voice. In a certain kind of soprano is known as coloratura. And in that kind of voice, the characteristics are extremity of range, lightness, agility, and speed. And it can be very challenging. Some people's voices are set up for that. And other people have a heavier, thicker, bigger voice. It's more difficult to do these things. But see, as a trumpet player, you want to be able to do the whole spectrum of musical character. Sometimes it has to be heavy and strong, and sometimes it has to be light and delicate. So I hope you enjoy this, and let's just work through and see what happens. Okay, that was intense, and that's what I like about playing the trumpet. It's like, wow, there's so much going on, right? And they're getting a little busier, they're getting more technically challenging, it has more musical dimension to them, and I hope you find that fun. Now, I hope you also don't find it overwhelming, because when we're doing something like this, there's just so much going on. So if you've been watching these videos and And coming to the website, you're probably getting the idea by now. Almost anything can be accomplished if it's taken in small steps. And we're in a hurry to try and solve all the problems at once. So I'm going to dig down on one of the problems that many people have. And I had it a little bit. It wasn't too bad today, but I could feel I'm not quite where I need to be with it. Now, you may think I'm being picky. And, you know, a lot of players, they'll listen to, accomplished player and experienced player play, and they'll think, well, oh, gee, they're just a natural. And I assure you that's not entirely true. Yes, they have gifting, just like you. Different gifting for different people, but nevertheless, it's what they do with the gifting that gets them to the point where they can play seemingly effortlessly or with great musical expression. But everybody can make progress. I guarantee you, I've never worked with a student who was not able to make progress unless they didn't want to, unless they weren't willing to invest their life, their energy, their time in doing it. But if you're into it, it's possible. Just about anything's possible. So I'm going to go to a spot. You probably noticed these I mentioned agility, quick moving notes. So we have this spot with a grace note. Now, if you just do it without playing the trumpet, you just go da 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 da. So I got the rhythmic structure. That's really important. But it's already too fast. So it's dum dum da 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 dee da 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 da. And I have a specific rhythm. Do 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 digga 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 da 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 dee da 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 da. You see, that's what's going through. That gives my body, my nervous system, my brain, whatever, a target to shoot at. If you don't have the time, then you're going to always be kind of like hacking away at it and hoping that it works out. It's really all about timing. So slow it down, as your teachers have told you and you know to do, but most people don't. So we'll slow it down and give this a try and see if I can get it to just sound smooth. So I'll play it like it's completely different music. Now, if you're like me, I like to go fast, so I'm speeding it up as quickly as I can. What you want to notice is when you're speeding up, are you accumulating a little tension? The tendency of you can feel your chops trying to hold on to each individual note, for example, or you feel tension, stiffness and tension in your fingers, or, and this is really important, or the tension is mental tension or emotional. It's like, whoa, look out, this is hard. You see, that's kind of an emotional reaction. Or it's mental tension, like, you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. And you can solve all that by just making it a little bit easier. So there are a lot of technical challenges with this piece, from the big dynamic changes to different kinds of articulation, accents, and there are things that would be very challenging for a vocalist as well. Especially the quick changes in direction that are at the end of the piece. Let me just go ahead and play a little bit at the end once more. Yeah, so here the theme returns. This is in what, bar 34, I guess? The theme returns. Let's see what we can get out of this. that gives you a little bit of an idea. I think that would be challenging for most singers to do. And I would encourage you to try and sing it. Now, you might not have a great deal of vocal skill. I'm not a trained singer. But if you can just try to sing the inflections within a comfortable range, you don't have to do it in the same key if that's not comfortable, obviously. But see, this is about exploration and discovery, everything we're doing here. And there's more and more to discover, even in these simple lyrical tunes that Bordogni wrote. So I hope that gives you a little bit of energy and inspiration to go practice. That's what I want to do right now. So I hope we're sharing that, that impulse to go practice and see if we can taste some of the good stuff that's in this music. Have a great day, and I'll see you later on down the road. Bye-bye.